Have you ever felt like this? No matter how well you do, no matter how hard you try, there's still a voice inside you that says, it's still not enough. But what if that voice is not telling the truth? Why does it feel like this? Today, we are going to understand the answer. There's a quiet voice in your head, and no matter what you do, it never seems satisfied. You achieve something, and it says, it's not enough. You try your best, and it whispers, you could have done better. Even when people appreciate you, something inside you doubts it, and the worst part, you don't even know where that voice came from. But it feels like it's always been there. I remember moments where everything should have felt right. Good grades, compliments, small wins, things that others celebrated. But inside, there was this strange emptiness, like I was watching my life from a distance, waiting for a feeling that never came. I would compare myself constantly. Someone was always smarter, better, more confident, more successful, and no matter how much I improved, the finish line kept moving. So I worked harder, tried more, pushed myself further, thinking, maybe one day I'll finally feel enough. But that day never came. Here's what most people don't realize. Feeling not enough. It isn't about your achievements. It's not about your looks, your success, or your abilities. It's a feeling that was planted much earlier, and it quietly grew with you. Sometimes it starts in childhood, not always through obvious pain, but through subtle moments. Being compared, being praised only when you performed well, feeling like love had conditions, even if no one said it out loud. So your brain learns something important. I am valuable only when I prove it. And from that moment on, you never stop trying. To prove it, pause for a second. How often do you feel proud of yourself? Without immediately thinking, you could have done more? How often do you allow yourself to just be, without needing to improve, fix, or prove something? If that feels uncomfortable, you're not alone. Because when you grow up, tying your worth to performance, rest feels like failure, silence feels like judgment, and even happiness feels temporary, like it could disappear at any moment. This is why the feeling never leaves, because it's not coming from your present. It's coming from an old belief that you've been carrying for years, a belief that says you are not enough unless you become more. And the problem is, there's no more that can fix it, because the goal was never clear to begin with. But here's a twist most people never expect. The feeling of not enough isn't proof that you're lacking. It's proof that you've been trying to survive in a world where you felt you had to earn your place. It means you care deeply. You notice details. You push yourself. And that matters. What if you're not broken? What if you were just taught to measure your worth in the wrong way? Maybe the problem isn't that you're not enough. Maybe the problem is you never learned how to feel like you are. That changes everything. Because if it's learned, it can be unlearned, slowly, gently, not by forcing yourself to be perfect, but by noticing when that voice shows up and questioning it, by allowing yourself to exist without always needing to improve, by understanding your worth isn't something you own. It's something you already have, even when you're doing nothing at all. This doesn't mean the feeling disappears overnight. It won't. There will still be days when you doubt yourself, days when that voice gets loud again. But now, you will see it differently, not as a truth, but as a pattern. And one day, you'll do something small, and instead of criticizing yourself, you'll pause and feel just a little bit proud. Not because it was perfect, but because it was you. You were never not enough. You were just taught to believe that you were, and that belief can change, step by step, thought by thought, moment by moment. You are not behind. You are not lacking. You are not missing something. You are someone who learned to question their worth and is now learning how to reclaim it. And that journey, that quiet, invisible shift inside you, it matters more than you realize.